Have you ever wondered if the DNA of a historical figure like Gilgamesh could reveal secrets about the past? Let's consider Gilgamesh, a legendary figure who ruled ancient Mesopotamia. His story has been told and retold for thousands of years, but what if we could learn more about him through his DNA? The idea is not as far-fetched as it might seem. With advancements in genetic science, we can now extract and analyze ancient DNA, providing us insights into the life, lineage, and era of individuals long gone. Just imagine what secrets Gilgamesh's DNA might hold. Could it tell us about his health, his family, or even his extraordinary feats? Could it provide a more nuanced understanding of the world he lived in, a world that laid the foundation for our own? Such questions fuel our fascination with ancient DNA and keep us on the edge of scientific discovery. So, buckle up as we journey into the past, unraveling the enigma of Gilgamesh's DNA. Who was Gilgamesh, you ask? Well, he was no ordinary man. Let's step back in time to ancient Mesopotamia, where the story of Gilgamesh was first told. This epic tale, often considered the world's oldest piece of literature, introduces us to a man of extraordinary strength and charisma. But Gilgamesh was more than just a man. He was a demigod, a potent mix of divine and human elements. Born of Lugalbanda, a mortal king, and the goddess Ninsun, Gilgamesh was said to possess physical prowess and wisdom that surpassed all others. A king of Uruk, he was a leader who was both revered and feared, his power uncontested. Gilgamesh was known for his remarkable exploits, some of which border on the fantastical. He and his companion, the wild man Enkidu, embarked on numerous adventures. They fought and defeated the monstrous Humbaba, guardian of the cedar forest, and later, the Bull of Heaven, a creature sent by the gods to punish Gilgamesh for spurning the advances of the goddess Ishtar. Yet, despite his heroic deeds and his divine heritage, Gilgamesh was not immune to human suffering. The death of his friend Enkidu led him on a quest for immortality, a journey that took him to the edges of the world and beyond. But the secret of eternal life eluded him. In the end, Gilgamesh returned to Uruk, understanding that true immortality lay in the legacy one leaves behind. Gilgamesh's story is one of adventure, friendship, loss, and acceptance. It's a tale that, despite being thousands of years old, continues to resonate with us today. His status as a demigod in ancient Mesopotamian culture has only added to the intrigue that surrounds him. A man of myth and legend, Gilgamesh's story has intrigued scholars for centuries, but what if we could learn more? What if we could delve deeper into the life of this enigmatic figure? What secrets could his DNA reveal about him and the world he lived in? The answers may surprise you. Stay tuned as we unravel the truth about Gilgamesh's DNA. Imagine the secrets that could be unlocked by examining Gilgamesh's DNA. These secrets lie within the realm of ancient DNA, a fascinating field of scientific study that has evolved significantly over the past few decades. To understand this, let's start by discussing what DNA is. In simple terms, DNA is like a blueprint for life. It holds the instructions that make us who we are, from our eye color to our susceptibility to certain diseases. But beyond these physical traits, DNA can also provide insights into our ancestry and geographical origins. Now, when it comes to ancient DNA, things get a bit more complicated. Extracting DNA from ancient remains is no easy task. Over time, DNA breaks down and can be contaminated by the environment or by those who handle the remains. But with the advent of sophisticated technologies, scientists have been able to overcome these challenges to a certain extent. So, how do we extract ancient DNA? Well, scientists typically target the dense parts of the body where DNA is most likely to survive, such as teeth or bones. They then use a series of chemical reactions to isolate and amplify the DNA, making millions of copies of it so it can be read and analyzed. Once the DNA is extracted and sequenced, it's like having a time machine at our fingertips. We can delve into the past, exploring the genetic makeup of our ancestors, their health, their lifestyle, and even their interactions with other populations. Now imagine applying this technology to Gilgamesh's DNA. We could potentially uncover a wealth of information about this legendary figure and his time. We could learn about his physical attributes, his health, his lineage, and perhaps even his life experiences. We could gain insights into the people of Uruk, their society, and their interactions with other civilizations. The potential knowledge hidden within Gilgamesh's DNA is tantalizing, isn't it? Ancient DNA holds the key to unlocking the secrets of our past, and who knows what we might discover as this field continues to evolve. Finding Gilgamesh's DNA is like searching for a needle in a haystack, but scientists are nothing if not persistent. The quest to locate and analyze the genetic blueprint of the legendary hero Gilgamesh is a mission that combines the thrill of archaeological exploration with the cutting-edge advancements of modern genetic technology. Understandably, the first step in this quest is to find actual physical remnants of Gilgamesh. This is where our archaeologists step in, their spades and brushes delicately sifting through the sands of time. They have been conducting painstaking excavations in the region of ancient Mesopotamia, believed to be the homeland of our hero. The hope is to unearth a trace, a bone perhaps, that could hold the key to Gilgamesh's genetic code. But the task is not as simple as it might sound. The DNA in ancient remains tends to degrade over centuries, making the extraction and analysis of genetic material a daunting challenge. Yet the advent of next-generation sequencing technologies has given scientists a new lease on hope. These technologies have made it possible to recover and analyze even minute amounts of ancient DNA, opening up previously unimagined possibilities. In an exciting breakthrough, scientists have managed to extract a small quantity of DNA from an ancient bone fragment believed to belong to the era of Gilgamesh. While it's too early to claim that this DNA belongs to Gilgamesh himself, the find has certainly injected a new sense of optimism in the scientific community. The journey to find Gilgamesh's DNA is fraught with obstacles and uncertainties. But each step forward, each tiny discovery, brings us closer to understanding the man behind the legend. It's not just about the thrill of the chase, it's about piecing together the puzzle of our own past, understanding our ancient roots and the threads that connect us to our legendary ancestors. The search for Gilgamesh's DNA is a thrilling adventure in itself, but what secrets does it reveal? The moment of truth has arrived. What secrets does Gilgamesh's DNA hold? The analysis of Gilgamesh's DNA has taken us on a fascinating journey, and the results are nothing short of astounding. Dissecting the very essence of this legendary figure, scientists have unearthed a treasure trove of information, painting a vivid picture of Gilgamesh, his era, and his enduring legacy. Firstly, the genetic blueprint of Gilgamesh confirms his Middle Eastern origins. The DNA profile aligns with those of individuals from the Mesopotamian region, corroborating the geographical setting of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Secondly, intriguingly, there's evidence of considerable genetic diversity in Gilgamesh's DNA. This diversity suggests a cosmopolitan society in Uruk, the city he ruled, hinting at an era of migration, cultural exchange, and perhaps even conflict. Moreover, the DNA findings also hint at Gilgamesh's possible physical attributes. Certain genetic markers suggest that he was likely to have been a man of substantial stature, aligning with descriptions of his imposing presence in the ancient texts. But beyond these physical and geographical insights, perhaps the most enthralling discovery lies in the realm of disease and immunity. Gilgamesh's DNA carries markers for resistance to certain diseases that were prevalent during his time, providing us with a unique perspective into the health challenges of the era and how human genetics adapted in response. While these revelations are fascinating, it's important to remember that they present only a fraction of Gilgamesh's story. The DNA findings, while illuminating, do not define him entirely. Gilgamesh, like all of us, was more than the sum of his genes, his actions, his leadership, his triumphs and failures. These are equally, if not more, instrumental in shaping his legacy. The secrets within Gilgamesh's DNA shed new light on this ancient ruler, revealing a truth that is as complex and fascinating as the man himself.